From what I remember, like a lot of, I think I suppressed a lot of stuff too, but from what I remember, I mean, I was beat my whole life up until I think I was like 13. My dad he just wasn't a good person. He had such bad anger issues that he would just beat the crap out of us. And, he'd scare us and he'd choke us against the wall. And that, for the most part, I would take my siblings and I would hide them. I was 9 at the oldest when that was happening. So to have the youngest siblings be 5 or 4, I was like, this shouldn't be happening to them. I think God definitely put me through a lot of these things so that I am able to relate to kids that have been in that situation or something like that. But if I had known that there was a safe haven that I could take my siblings to, that for me, that would have been, that would have changed it. That would have changed everything for me.
Hearts has become that place in the community that a kid can just knock on the door and know that they're going to be welcomed and that they're going to have that safe place to lay their head at night.
We've had kids come through Hearts with a Mission who have been at other shelters before, and they've told me, this is different. This isn't like the other shelters that I've been to. This actually feels like a home, and like you guys actually really care about us.
And one of the biggest things I learned is that oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna cry, is that I am important, and that sounds dumb or whatever. I don't know, I just never felt that before, and I just had really close relationships with everyone. Sorry. Yeah.
We know that we were created to live in family, and we were created to live in a community, and that's what kids long for. They long for that connection and that sense of belonging, and that's what they get when they come to Hearts.
I felt like I did have a purpose, and things did seem lighter. I just felt happier to do things, and like I said, I had a purpose.
Basically, when I got there, my mom literally had just dropped me off, just dropped me off and left me there. So I was alone. I didn't have anybody else, and I knew that I was going to be alone. I knew that I was going to be doing this on my own. I knew that I couldn't count on her, and I knew that she wasn't going to be there. I could feel that immediately. And so did the staff, and so did Brian. He's seen that, so he'd put a lot of faith in me and a lot of hope, and they just pushed me and they cared for me. I could tell that they cared for me a lot. Even when I would push them away and I didn't want them around me and I was just destructive, they would always find some way to get to me and to show me that, you can have a better life. I know that you want a better life, and I know that you're going through a lot of stuff, but we're here for you, and we're gonna be here every step of the way. So that gave me hope and courage to keep pushing, even though most of the days were really, really hard and dark. I ended up moving out with one of the girls that lived there, literally instantly as soon as they had helped us move in and they had left. That hit me kind of hard because we did feel like our support was gone, that we were alone. And yeah, I fell into heroin, and that's something that I got stuck in for a really long time.
I've seen so many kids leave the shelter, after they turn 18, and even though we're able to support them as they transition into adulthood, sometimes it doesn't always work out, and sometimes kids really need more support after that. And so this transitional living home is just going to be amazing, just an amazing resource for the community, because there really is a gap in resources for young people that age.
What we're seeing when we look at the kids that come back to us after they've left the shelter, when we look at the kids that we're working with that are that transitional age, the common denominator is that there is no one else. They continue to come back to Hearts because there is no one else that they found in their lives to rely on or to be that safety net.
That was some of the hardest times of my life, trying to figure out what was going on and how to survive. And you don't have to figure out how to survive with Hearts. You know, what Hearts with a Mission provides is that healthy family structure where you get to be, it's almost like you have this, you know, new siblings and, you know, from all these other cultures, and you're experiencing what a healthy lifestyle is, what it should be. And some of them don't realize that. Some of them don't even know, oh, this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what a, you know, like a healthy lifestyle is supposed to look like. I didn't even know.
Yeah, it would have just kept that support. I think just being disconnected from anybody that cared about me and that loved me, definitely just, I don't know, it just was crushing and I went down real quick.
The transitional age 18 to 24 is one of the fastest growing homeless populations in our country. And if we don't do something now to intervene, they'll continue to be homeless. So this is an opportunity for our community to wrap around our transitional age youth.
It literally is between like life or death for a lot of kids, a lot of adults, and a lot of people are just walking by and letting it go, letting it happen. And it's kind of like the saddest thing to see, especially being somebody that went through it, you know, because we do want better for ourselves, and we do want to learn how to not just survive, to live, to make a life, and to be happy. You know, it's almost impossible if you don't have the extra help or tools that Hearts can give you that nobody else will or can.